Welcome back, guys, to another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. Now, we have got another beer now from, as Jonathan Brown would say, the pressure cooker behind me. But it's actually the Beermonster 5 litre mini keg draft machine. I've done a couple of videos on setup. I've done one keg previous. Only one keg has gone through this, and it was a Heineken keg, pre-gassed. So the setup was really easy. That was just to ease me into it. This time it's actually a proper 5 litre mini keg where you have to release all the gas off the thing, connect it all up and put the bloody CO2 thing on it and tinker around with that. Now, I've done all that already. Because it's my first time having a go at it, what I didn't want to do was do a video of half an hour of just everything going wrong, like it's anything different, you know what I mean? What I wanted to do was have a bit of a tinker of it with myself and hopefully have this all set up ready to pour a decent pint and do a review. So that's what we're doing. In the future, once I get used to setting everything up, I'll maybe do a video of showing you all the connections and how it all works. But for now, we're just going to do a beer review. So what we've got, and you know, incidentally, this could still be, it was overcarbonated to start off with. Made a little bit of a balls up. It did die down. I've tinkered with the carbonation again, but not poured anything since. So theoretically, it could still go wrong, but we're going to roll with it now. So what we've got coming up is one of the kegs that I got from Beermonster. And I'm looking at my laptop here because I'm trying to remember exactly what I've got. And it's from Severn Brewing, and they're out of Cheltenham. And this is a keg of their E.S.B extra special bitter. Yes, I can't remember a thing. It's coming in at 5.2%. So any second now. What I will do a video of the pour, but I'm just going to keep the camera there and I'm just going to pour the beer so you can see it all. Not maybe close up like you do from the blade and the PD, but you'll be able to see it all anyway. So I've got my old granddad's dimple pint glass at the ready. So let's go over there, give it a pour and see what we get. I've got this actually set for, it was on 40 degrees. I've actually got it set for 46, which I'm thinking is about 8 degrees, about 6 degrees I think, maybe 8 degrees, so it should be ideal for bitter. So let's give it a go and see what we get. If it's a little bit dead, I can just turn up the carbonation, but we'll see. No, that's very, yeah, it's very lively. And as you can see, this video's all gone wrong straight away. So I'm going to leave that just turned to there. This will settle, obviously. It will settle. But for now, I'm going to have to pause the video and just wait 5 minutes and I'll come back and we'll take the review from there. So thanks very much. Right, welcome back, guys. Like I said, it could go wrong. It did go wrong a little bit. I'd turned it up and the carbonation had built up. I think it's one of them you really have to, it's an ongoing tinkering thing. I know a lot of people out there say it's a big faff. I don't find it a big faff. Tinkering with the carbonation, excuse me, because I've had that many bubbles. I think it's just trial and error. And a little bit of just taking it easy as you get the carbonation in as minimal as possible, if you like. Just enough so it pours. Oh, excuse me, I do apologise. Anyway, the beer is ready now. Has settled down a bit. In fact, I'll just put a little bit more in, shall I? Give it a little bit of a top up. There we go, I've got the carbonation right down now. So that is just naturally pouring, as you can see. So, we're finally getting there, 4 minutes in. Beer in a glass, a deep sort of chestnut, mahogany colour. We've got, on this occasion now, we've got a finger of really compact, slightly off-white head. Try to see it. Can't see any carbonation going up the glass, to be honest. But it looks like an old school sort of traditional bitter. So let's give it a swirl, diving on the nose. And there we go, spilling it again. Diving on the nose, see what we get. Fuck it, I'm useless, no. You'd have thought 18 months in I'd be half decent at it, but never mind. Let's go in on the nose. Malty, you're definitely getting sort of big sort of hop aroma in there. Not sort of traditional hop aroma is what you get, not like all this new fandangled stuff. Malty. There's even a little bit of a smokiness in there. Bit smoky, malty, hoppy. Even a slight fruity aroma on there. Smells like a typical bitter though, in all honesty. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and see what we get. Cheers. Yeah. Cool. Let's go in again. And again. Yeah. Body's quite decent, 5.2%. I mean, that's quite big for a bitter. Not necessarily for an E.S.B. But, you know, I know there's bigger ones out there. You got like Fuller's at 6.3 or something. But 5.2, you know, it's quite big for a bitter. That bitters are generally around the sort of like 3.5%, 4% mark. So alcohol-wise, this is quite a big bitter. Quite a decent body for that 5.2. Carbonation is just typical bitter, back from my days. It's in there, but you don't really feel it. It's just there, if you like. It's quite smooth to drink. Taste-wise, at the forefront for me is the hops. It's got that typical hoppy hit that you get from a bitter, but sort of on steroids. You're really getting that hoppiness from it. Malty. I'm trying to think if there's really... I'm sort of looking for sort of toffee, caramel, maybe a little bit of chocolate in there. There's maybe inklings of it in there. It's a little bit sort of hedgerow fruit as well. You know, that hedgerow fruit is coming from that big hoppy sort of taste. It's malty, 5.2%. I actually think it's definitely not trying to hide that. You know, 5.2 isn't big, but I would say it's drinking bigger than 5.2%. It's got a big hoppy bitterness on that. I wouldn't say you're getting the smokiness in the taste. You definitely sort of get it on the nose, like I said. Yeah. I mean, it's so powerful with the hops that it's very easy to overlook that smokiness in the beer. But there is a little bit of a smokiness in this. It's very traditional, very old school. I mean, on the keg, I know when I put it in, it's saying craft brewery and craft beer and all this, that and the other. I don't know about craft. I think it's just old school, traditional. Maybe ramped up being an E.S.B. I don't know. But because it's got all them typical sort of old school flavours. So for me, Severn, hang on, let's put the old computer on again. Forgot the Severn Brewing, isn't it? Come on. Oh, I'll take forever. Severn Brewing's extra special bitter from Gloucester, 5.2%. Yeah, it's a good old school bitter. If you don't like bitters, you're not going to like this, because this is as old school as it gets for me. I think the keg was about £21.99 from Beermonster, so not bad value for a 5 litre keg. Tasty enough. Would I pick it up again? I'd look at all the stuff. If there was different bitters, I would try them all, but I'd happily pick this up again. I mean, it's something different, and that's what I like about this machine, to be honest. You can pick. The kegs are endless, aren't they? Excuse me. You're not tied to sort of like AB and Bev, Heineken. So that's what I like about it, to be honest. But for me, Like I say, Severn Brewing extra special bitter. Gives a thumbs up from me. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Oh, excuse me. That's the problem with this, I would say. If you don't get that carbonation right on the CO2 right on there, you're taking that head off and you're just filling yourself up with gas. So I do apologise for the wind and everything, but yeah, Severn Brewing yet again. Extra special bitter. I'll give it a thumbs up. Would I pick it up again? Yes, I would pick it up again. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Sorry for rambling on for so long. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and I'll see you again on another beer review. Cheers.